Oh, I got unbanned on Twitter, by the way. Thank you, Elon. So I'm gonna be using that for more promo. Ooh, you know what? Since I feel like I'm back on Twitter, why not say something that can get clipped out of context and be, make me go viral and get hated. My hottest dating take is if she listens to Taylor Swift, you gotta go, or she's gotta go. One or the other. I have a lot of problems with Taylor Swift. And her fans. Mostly her fans. I hate them all equally, who cares? Immediate comment is, oh man! Tay Sway, I can tolerate at most 2 hits, then I just dip out. Or I can be based and pull out all my Hardwell tracks instead. That's pretty based, yeah. But then again, you'd be pretty based if just to listen to anything other than Taylor Swift. If we're being real. Like, I can keep going. Do you want me to keep going? I'm here for the Swift slander. And Joe, don't you dare cut any of this out. She is equally bad for the younger generation, despite the fact that her music does not promote promiscuity. She is equally as destructive socially. Because if you take away the heartbreak and romance bits of her music, what is left other than narcissism? If she's not bitching about a breakup or whining about past failures in love, what is left other than narcissism? As a topic in her music. Her early stuff from like 07 is alright. You're right. You're not wrong. But I'm gonna stop you there because it still falls under my point. Her new stuff is kind of just chalkboard nails. Yeah, it's real obnoxious. One of her newer songs went, like, super viral for all the wrong reasons. Remember the one, Anti-Hero? The one that went, it's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me? The one where there's a lyric where it literally says, I'll stare directly in the sun, but never in the mirror. God, it's so exhausting always rooting for the anti-hero. Yes, I know the lyrics, because my ex blared that song over and over again. She was doing me a favor and serving me a red flag on a silver platter, and I should have seen it day one. So if we take that stuff, it's just commercial brand nonsense. Precisely. And she could have been the next Dolly Parton. Say what you will about album sales. Sales don't mean anything. We've seen sale numbers come and go. Your placement in history is what's gonna matter. Like if we had like a solar flare and lost all technology, whose music would people remember eons from now? Who do you think they'd be more likely to remember? Dolly Parton or Taylor Swift? Was the best? She still is the best, dude. Dolly Parton is still the best female country singer in existence. And it's not close. We saw a point when the socio-political side of things peer pressured Taylor Swift to be a political nonce. And that's when we pretty much saw her fall apart. Like, any potential she could have had was just ixnayed. She's on, like, narcissism relapse number 5. Or 6. How many boyfriends has she had? Every relationship she's been in, it's funny because I hear about it against my will, and then I hear about it by the time it's over. Complete timeline of Taylor Swift's boyfriends. And the songs she's written about them. My point still stands. Taylor Lautner. She was Team Jacob, John Mayer. Dang, we got a direct quote from him right here. I'm pretty good at taking accountability, and I never did anything to deserve that. It was a really lousy thing for her to do. Yikes. Jake Gyllenhaal. I've heard stuff about Jake Gyllenhaal, so something tells me this breakup is probably valid. 10-year age gap. So she left a scarf at his place, and she's bitter about it. Neat. Adam Young. She dated the Owl City guy? Dang. Owl City... Never mind. Never officially dated, with things escalating past some emails and one face-to-face meeting. If he's not a boyfriend, why is he on the list? Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about her. She's one of those singers that Hollywood tries to push as an actor, and she's just not very convincing as a character. Owl City was big in 2009, and then they disappeared until that collab with Carly Rae Jepsen in 2013. Yeah. What was that? Good Time? It's Always a Good Time? That one, right? Eddie Redmayne is the one boyfriend she didn't write a song spiting, and they make it sound like a bad thing. Unfortunately, Eddie's captivating green eyes and freckles didn't make enough of an impact to earn a tribute track. Right, she was in the Lorax. That's another role that I'm just like, why is she here? Harry Styles! Despite only dating for a month, shared paper airplane necklaces, strolled through Central Park, kissed in Times Square on New Year's Eve, and even got in a snowmobile accident. Oh, I Knew You Were Trouble was about him. Another thing I don't like about Taylor Swift is the simple fact that, like, she claims sexism with literally every criticism. Like, she'll find the one guy who doesn't get criticized the exact same way that she doesn't, and then she'll bring up, like, she'll say it's a case of sexism. Like, for example, I don't know about you, but if I'm following a singer, and every couple songs from them is just a diss against their ex, I think it's narcissistic. I think it's a joke. I think it's nauseating and obnoxious. Male, female, whatever. Whenever someone tried to bring it up, she's always like, "Ooh, it's sexist, because guess what? Bruno Mars does it." Okay, Elvis Presley did it too. Your point? Bruno Mars's worst song is gonna outlive your entire catalog. About the duality of man as far as music is concerned, she says she compares herself to Bruno Mars when she says that. Listen to Catch a Grenade for you. That song will hit 1,000 years from now. We got Bruno Mars, The Weeknd, who I don't even like that much, personally, and Brendan Urie. Those are, like, iconic singers and bands who are gonna last decades. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say a lot of Taylor Swift music isn't gonna last very long. Because, like I said, Catch a Grenade for you, and then on the other end of the spectrum, we've got We Are Never Getting Back Together. I don't know about you. One of these things is not like the other. This is the one that pissed me off. Tom Hiddleston. This woman dated Loki. This woman dated a man. She started a relationship that, like, young women would, like, hurt themselves to manifest. That's the man candy she bagged here. And she broke up with him because he was, like, proud to be with her. She broke up with him because he wanted to be a bit public with the relationship. He photographed himself in an I Heart Taylor Swift shirt. This is the one that she just dumped. Because she broke up with him because of the publicity. This woman has a problem with publicity in her relationships. Hate to break it to you, honey. You're a celebrity now. You are a singer, which means that publicity is inextricably linked to your life now. You cannot just sit there and be like, I don't want to be famous no more. Eminem quite loudly and verbally and, like, detailed explains just how impossible that genie is to put back in that bottle. In conclusion, Taylor Swift sucks, and if you meet a girl who is, like, obsessed with her, run. Run, Rudolph. Because that is a woman you want nothing to do with. Am I possibly just saying this so I can gaslight people on Twitter? Possibly. Not for the hills, for the mountains, for high orbit. Yeah!